Hi. Today I wanted to share something just as an extra video for you. Again, it's not in the writing anything below, but it's different ways that negativity manifests. And I think that it's really amazing. I found this article, I've shared it with a lot of people over the years, and I don't want to miss any of the 10. So I actually have my laptop here. And so if it's okay, I'm going to share it with you right off the laptop. And what I would like you to do is to just pause for a moment and please go get a piece of paper and a pen and come back so that you can write down the 10. And then when I share the meaning, if that applies to you, you can put a check by it because it's something that you'll want to refer to later. And you can go ahead and do that now. Okay, so hopefully you paused the video or you had a pen and paper. So let's go. All right, the first one is cynicism. And cynicism is just a general distrust of people and all of their motives. So you distrust others and you distrust their motives. You know, somebody must be playing me. You know, they must have given me a compliment for some reason. I wonder what they meant by that look. That sort of thing. And if it just keeps on going on, and this isn't part of your natural character, being so cynical, then again, these are signs that you're stressed out. And this is all because of burnout. And that's why I want to talk about it. I'm not here to judge you that you are manifesting these things. I'm here to help you with it. So if cynicism applies to you, then put number 1, cynicism, in a check. Number 2 you want to write down is hostility. Their definition for that is unfriendliness towards others, unwilling to develop relationships, which I guess makes sense, right? Because if you're not very friendly, you're not going to make any relationships, but you're just unwilling at this time. Forget it. I don't want to get close to anybody. So if that's you, number 2, hostility, give yourself a check. The next one is filtering. That is only noticing the bad in what should be happy in an experience or a memory. Okay, so this is like, filtering is like, instead of having rose-colored glasses, you have black-colored glasses. You're seeing everything gray and muddied and awful. And your mood today can put a filter on everything, what you're seeing today and what you're seeing tomorrow. And now talk more about that at the end here. So number 3 is filtering. 4, similar, polarized thinking. The belief that if someone or someone is not perfect, then they must be horrible. You're either my friend or you're my enemy, in or out. You either love me or you hate me. Okay, I call this dichotomous thinking, black or white thinking. It's really, really, really bad for you if you are using words specifically like this: always, must, should, have to. Those are words that, as a therapist, I am listening to see if my clients are saying that, because it tells me about their thinking and something that we need to work on, because it's really hard to be in life like that, because everything isn't black and white. A lot of life is in the middle, in the gray. Okay, that's polarized thinking, that all or nothing thinking. Number 5, jumping to conclusions. Jumping to conclusions is assuming that something bad will happen because of circumstances in the present. So your present is now tainting your future. You're always waiting for the other shoe to drop. Even if something halfway decent or absent of bad happens at work, no, you're not believing it. Number 6 is catastrophizing. The belief that disaster is inevitable. So why that's a little bit different than the other one is that when you're catastrophizing has a real feeling of helplessness and hopelessness. And that's why it's so damaging, right? I can't help it. It's just the way it is, it's going to happen. I can't do anything about it. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. And that's a feeling of hopeless and helplessness. Number 7 is blaming. blaming others for personal maladies, and feeling that you are a victim to life's uncontrollable events. Again, no one wants to feel powerless. And if you're always blaming someone else, then what you're saying is things can't change unless someone else changes. And it's like you just tied a rope around yourself. Okay? I relate to this in a book that I have, and I'll try to get it without coming too close to knocking off the camera here. And this is what it is. It's a little book called Happiness Boost, and it's on Amazon. And I do talk about in here that when we say that we can't be happy unless our spouse changes or our boss changes or the weather changes, we are powerless. It's a horrible place to put yourself in. All right. That was number 7, blaming. Number 8 is emotional reasoning, using your emotions to define what is real and what is not. Oh man, you're really in trouble if you're doing this one. But no worries, we can learn to watch our self-talk and our self-schema sort of thing, how we view and interpret the world, what rules we, say about ourselves, that sort of thing. And we can learn that every thought that we have, we're not going to claim it as ours, and we're not going to claim it as truth. Our mind is very busy all the time. Okay, so we don't want to make decisions when we're emotional. So that's emotional reasoning. Number 9 is called fallacy of change. The thinking that if people or circumstances change, you can then be happy, which relates to what I was just saying about blaming. I think it's one and the same, really. If you're blaming, you're taking the control away from you. And if you have this fallacy of change, that if only, this is the fallacy, that only, if only other people, if only this, then I could not be angry. Then I would not be burned out. Then I would be happy. Then my life would be great, right? That's not truth. Okay. Not to say that circumstances and people don't, harm us and do shitty things to us. That's true. But I always say others harm us, but unfortunately they can't heal us. All right. We're going to continue to work on where is your power. Okay. Number 10, the last one is this. Heaven's reward fallacy. Type of negativity that assumes that there will always be a reward for hard work and sacrifice. When the reward does not come, you become bitter and or depressed. Okay. So again, this is not a religious thing. I believe in God. You don't have to. I believe in heaven. You don't have to. Okay. It's not about that. It's not about a religious thing. It's saying that if you believe that if you do good, automatically you're going to have good here on earth, or good right now instead of maybe later, or maybe in a very different way that you're unaware of, right? Then that's no good either, because then we're really, really angry. It's like, man, I did this and I didn't even get a compliment for that. Or, I can't believe I wouldn't do that to somebody. Why does somebody do that to me? Why am I even doing good things now? Right? So it can't be about getting something. It has to be about that we enjoy our work. We want to do that. We have a strong work ethic, that sort of thing. Okay. All right. So I hope that helps. Again, those are 10 ways that negativity manifests that can really turn into anger. And I definitely think if you're in burnout, boy, you're going to have some of those. You might have most of them. And if you need further help, again, I'm here as an educator, but you can always call Pete and I for a coaching call, or get in touch with someone for professional counseling. Otherwise, kind of notice which ones are at the forefront. They're the biggest ones that you use, and think about, is that working for me? Again, you're not blaming yourself. You're just saying, I do that, but is it really helping? Because the truth is that all of these are actually ways that you're trying to cope with the situation that you feel out of control with, if that makes sense. All right. I hope that helps.